Yeah, thanks, Shelley. Like you mentioned, I had a conversation with State Senator Max Wise about the troubling trend we are seeing and how Kentucky wants to be a leader for change.
We're going to make sure that we become a model that other states are going to look at and say, Kentucky's doing this right.
Kentucky State Senator Max Wise on the growing problem for law enforcement in schools, online threats. In Owensboro alone, 4 arrests have been made in September for threats against schools. In Kentucky, a threat made against a school is a felony that can carry a punishment of up to 5 to 10 years in prison.
We're not going to take this and allow this to happen and disrupt every particular person that's trying to go to school on a regular basis.
Wiles stresses the importance of communication between the school, parents, and students. With threats increasing throughout the country, some want parents to be held accountable for their child's actions.
People say, well, you need to go after the parents. Well, with the consequences of their actions. I'm not for sure if we're going to go that far as state legislation, to make sure that the parents are prosecuted in something like this. Because that would be very difficult if it's an 83-year-old grandmother that's the true guardian of a parent. Do we go after that?
In 2019, the Kentucky General Assembly passed the School Safety and Resiliency Act, or Senate Bill 1, in the wake of the Marshall County shooting where a 15-year-old opened fire and killed 2 people and injured several others. The bill allows schools to assign a resource officer and increase the role of schools' guidance counselors and psychologists.
I think that every member of the General Assembly that voted for it, was nearly a unanimous vote, has been very impressed with what we've been able to do. We've created so many realms of school safety, a layered approach to that. Once again, we also are not looking at this just from a hardening perspective of, a fortress of a school. We also want it within those school walls to make sure that our mental health services are being provided for students, so we can really try to tackle this from all different angles as we go forward.
Now, I asked Wise about any future legislation that could be on the way, such as increasing the punishment. And he said there isn't any at this time, but he wouldn't rule out the possibility of legislation being introduced in the future. Back to you, Shelley.
All right. Thank you, Aiden.